this?
No, I can't see you at all.
Wait a minute.
Oh, you know what I said?
What happened?
Okay, good evening, everybody.
Hey, everybody.
I don't know what's going on there.
Victory Talk. Are we live? Oh, yeah, we live. Hey, y'all. We having a little bit of technical difficulty. Mama Sugar, just turn your camera off for a second. Boop until you get situated.
Stop my video.
All right, y'all. We have a little bit of technical difficulty. We gonna hope that Mama Sugar gets situated so y'all don't have to look at her on the ceiling.
Because that was real crazy.
Just hot mess. Always me.
It's your no. It's you know what? We ain't even going. We gonna roll with this. Y'all already know how we do. We can only be us. So for the first time, people tuning in, welcome to Victory Talk. It's your girl Key and
Lady J in the house.
And upside down, Mama Sugar. I'm working on it.
We got our sister Erica in the house. You want to say hey to everybody?
Hey, everybody. They didn't ban me. They let me come back.
Please talk about getting banned. There's no banning on Victory Talk.
None.
Yes, there is.
Absolutely.
Well, the producer said yes, there is, but
well, haven't nobody got banned yet, so I guess they be coming through. They know what's safe and what's not, what's too far,
yes.
And what's not.
I don't know some of them after hours and them commercials though.
I know, and we haven't had an after party in a little bit, but we're gonna have to get our footage together so y'all can like really see what goes on behind the scenes. It's extra juicy at the after party, so.
And those bloopers, he needs to do some of those reels of the bloopers.
Oh my God.
That is a fantastic, like our upside down sister on tonight. Mama Sugar.
She trying Mama Sugar too.
Yeah, she gonna
I don't think it's her fault. I don't think it's her fault.
Can you call Mama Sugar and walk her through her camera issue?
Yes, it's something simple. It's an easy fix. We got IT folks in the house, but they gonna get her straight. But happy Friday, everybody. I don't know about y'all.
It's Friday.
Listen, I'm ready to shout. I'm ready to dance. I'm ready to do all the things. Because as I always say, and in true Key fashion, but for real this time, it has been a long week. I don't know about y'all, but it has been a long week.
My goodness.
So, long. So I'm super excited to see Friday at sundown on today and super excited for the weekend, even though we're supposed to get some rain here tomorrow. So y'all know I don't do well with the clouds and the lack of sunshine. But as I always say, the sun is shining somewhere. So we're going to just pretend like it's shining here. All right, y'all. So before we get started, what's going on with everybody? How was your Thanksgiving?
I had an awesome Thanksgiving. It was our Thanksgiving with the children, because when you have grown children, you have to split your year, because they go to other in-laws and this, that, and the third. So it was our Thanksgiving with all of the children that are here in Maryland. And so we got to see all of the grandchildren that are here in Maryland, because y'all know we got 2 more now. And so it was just fun. It was fun. We celebrated my sister's graduation. It was just fun. It was a good time.
Shout out to her. Congratulations again.
Yeah. So I'm so proud of her. So it was good. We really had a good time.
Absolutely. And what about you, Erica?
I had an amazing time. I got to drive to St. Louis, Missouri in my new car. And surprise my sister and brother, and my sister who's never emotional cry like a baby. So that was the best fun in the world. I had a ball.
That is awesome.
I ain't heard from her. She ain't said nothing about no new car. She getting new booze, new vehicles, new jobs and stuff. I'm just
Listen,
saying.
she just showing up new. That's how she do. She gotta make. How else you gonna make a grand entrance if everybody already know what's going on? You just gotta show up.
I know, right?
Show it off.
Because I must admit, I was excited when you showed up with the new boo. I said, "Oh,
hey!" And listen, he's so excited to come back to church to y'all. He don't know what to do. I was like, we're not gonna live up there.
Well, I was great.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We really not.
Okay.
We're really not. But he gonna make the drive one way or the other. So
go ahead and tell God what you gonna do. Go ahead.
Listen,
he's chosen the area, but that's where he wants to be with y'all, Jackie and Phil. I don't know what y'all was over there talking in that corner under that pavilion, but that's where he won't be.
We just have that effect on people.
That though, but I'm sure he felt the love when he showed up on Sunday because he felt right at home. You already know how.
Absolutely, absolutely. And he loves even where we are down here in Hampton.
Good.
When he comes down here, he loves that environment where I am here down here.
Mm-hmm. That's awesome.
We can't wait to see y'all when y'all get back up this way again.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So don't be trying to slide through in town and don't stop by because you already know.
Well, only if it's a quick run through, but that was already on the agenda. Like literally, we packed clothes for church, and the grandkids knew they was coming to church. They had to pack. We already knew that was on the weekend itinerary.
Okay.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Well, my Thanksgiving was it was pretty good as well. We did, what we normally do. It was just us, our little tiny circle of people. So just, our small family, we got together. My cousin came, he stays, for the week or whatever. So, we hung out with him a little bit, took him out, see the sights and hang out some. Me, him, and hubby hung out while the kids were at Mama Sugar's. So we did good. And then we had some amazing food. We did it catered this year. So shout out to Tia Parker of A Walk of Faith Divine Cuisine.
Yeah.
She always does it up. Much love to her. The food was incredible. So not shameless plug for anybody who is looking. I don't know if he's already cut off for Christmas dinner, but hit me in the inbox if you need that information so that you can get your holidays right. But yeah, it was good. And I'm looking forward to Christmas because Christmas is my favorite holiday. Second to my birthday, as I always say, But I'm excited for the Christmas season.
So before we get started, go ahead.
She's still working. She's still working on her.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure it out.
Pastor is calling you. Pastor Phil is calling you.
Okay, cool. So I was gonna say just mute yourself so you can talk to him. Yep, there you go. She got it.
So before we jump into our first topic, while we're hopefully getting her straight, so I want to shout out our son Quan from Cue the Music. You guys know he did our Victory Talk music. He did our little jingle or whatever, and so I'm so excited for him because his music has just reached, what is that, 100,000 100,000 streams. Did I say that right? Yeah. Yes, on Spotify. So
yes! That is incredible.
That is amazing. So I just want to shout him out because as he's blowing up, I want it in the atmosphere. He did us first.
Absolutely.
So that's exciting.
Incredible. Congratulations.
Yes. Oh, there's Mama Sugar. She's better now.
Oh, she's saying something on mute.
Well, no, they said you are better now.
Once she get her hand, well, I don't know. Okay, so she's still working it out.
Yeah, she's situating her camera, so we're gonna.
She adjusted her
I just want to
camera.
give a quick shout out to our guests who have chimed in. Hey, Sissy Panetta, Lisa, we miss you. Lisa had to sit out tonight because she had some work to do, but we miss you, Pooh. She says, please help my baby out. I love her, talking about Mama Sugar and her technical difficulties. She says, congratulations, Geraldine. You did that thing. So proud of you.
Yeah.
And Erica is a start. I love her vibe. And she says, y'all can come and not live here, Erica.
Not from Virginia.
That's going to be a long, long commute.
That's a long commute.
And she says, Key comes up with these catchy slogans for these shout-out commercial late, you know what? Come on, keep on with your jokes. I'll be trying to do you a solid and be good and not throw you under, but you keep coming for me.
You talking about Lisa, right? You talking about
Yes.
Lisa?
Our evangelist in training.
Oh, bang, bang, bang,
How you like me
bang.
now?
You said, how you like me now?
All right, y'all, we gonna get rolling because this is our last Hot Topics of the year.
I
So
know.
it's bittersweet. Like, we're coming towards the end of another year and looking forward to another, but I don't know. I got mixed emotions about this.
It's all good. It's all good. Everything, there's growth in everything. And this might
Absolutely.
be our last one for the year. However, next year is coming.
Oh, yeah. And it's just our last Hot Topics. We will be back another time or two this month. So
Yes.
we ain't gone nowhere yet, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, so Mama Sugar, we gonna get started, and you can chime in on the audio. Lord, she upside down like that.
Let's see. This is getting on
Okay, okay, you done dropped.
Oh,
Turn the camera upside down. Okay.
There you go, Mama Sugar. Yeah, you go, girl. Make it work for you.
It would not be Victory Talk if
Hot
we
topics.
did not.
That's right.
We cut up, y'all. We had fun, even through the technical difficulties. Whatever come what may, we are going to persevere and keep pressing and get this thing on and popping.
Endurance,
Absolutely.
determination.
Oh, she got the.
Now, I don't understand that. I got to make a complaint real quick. If I'm going to be guest spotting on here, I'm going to need a little victory or something.
You ain't said nothing but a word. I have it for you in time enough for next month's
As many
show.
times as I come on here.
All right.
Say no more.
We didn't put it
I
out
mean,
there.
that might pursue me to move a little closer than PG County.
Okay.
Because, I mean, I got a church down there already.
She gonna have a whole background in her inbox. Oh,
What's my name?
background.
What's my name up here? What's my name?
Oh, she want her name up there.
Oh, all right. So I'm thinking, okay, so I'm gonna put it out there because y'all already know I was a little jelly when Mama Sugar got her little purple situation. So
I love your purple, Mama Sugar, because that's my favorite, baby.
too.
I'm supposed to see a purple line one.
I say we get new backgrounds, Lady J and I. We need some refresh for the new year since
Okay.
everybody else is coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. I still ain't gonna make yours purple just because.
Because somebody been stoled it. And yes, I said stoled.
Oh my.
Without the E.
It's okay, Mama Sugar. You special, so you can borrow my.
I was like, she's the elder. She can have what she wants.
Thank
Hey,
you. You're
yeah.
absolutely right.
Thank
Yes,
you.
ma'am. I don't want no
Still
problem.
put you over her lap and spank
You
you.
were talking about a throwback story earlier about how I gave her lip and wound up blacked out in the tub earlier. So in my teenage years. So
Oh, wait a minute. Hold up. Wait. I mean, I know it's hot topics, but that's a hot topic. I need to hear this.
That was probably her last time she did that.
I need to hear this.
I blacked out myself.
She probably her last time.
When I
She
tell
probably thought that's probably when you gave your life to Christ, wasn't it?
you know what?
Wow.
It was about that time.
You learned to pray a lot.
And I joke around when I say I'm scared of my mom. To this day, she can give me a look. She don't even gotta give me the look.
Wait a minute, hold up. I gotta hear the story.
People used to tell me, why would you want your kids to be scared of you? They better be scared of me.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Look at Jackie talking about she need to hear the story.
I need to hear the story.
Look,
No.
Lisa.
That's because you got that little mild meat demeanor right now. That's why we need to hear.
I need
you got that little you got that little mild meat. But I know behind every little mild meat came one of them little come to Jesus situations with Mama Sugar. Look, Mama Sugar. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I know.
Absolutely.
Y'all wonder why I be trying to play the background so much, because I was almost underground for real.
And guess what? You gonna get it coming to you.
Oh, it's already. Listen, it's already. That baby girl that I cried for, prayed for. I love her. I love her to life. Love her to pieces. But child,
my God.
Yes. Mama Sugar, how many times I call her and I just be like,
I'm
you
sorry.
apologize. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
but just know I'm sorry all the time.
Kiana's already apologizing, and Brielle ain't here yet.
Oh man.
I'm like, I can't wait to be sitting back with my popcorn.
I cannot.
Apologizing in advance.
Brielle is giving her the blues right now.
I'm gonna sit back and eat popcorn with you on that one. Yes.
Oh my gosh. All right, y'all. We gonna get into this. I don't know how.
Since you're not gonna tell the story.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm gonna say that for another day, another time.
It's a hot one.
Another hot topic. That should probably be a topic.
Save that for the first hot topics of the new year.
All right.
I'll put it on there.
Y'all heard that, right?
And I said it live, so I can't take it back. No take back.
Y'all heard that.
All right, y'all. So we gonna get into this. Our first topic is titled "A Judge Allows a Lawsuit by Pennsylvania Moms Over First Grade Transgender Lessons to Move Forward." So y'all know, this tends to be a touchy topic for a lot of people. Just in this day and age, and us having to be careful and mindful of, trying to remember pronouns and addressing people properly, and just all of the things and changes that are happening, where people are catching like real life lawsuits behind whether, people are doing it intentionally or not. So it's really a hot button. And y'all already know, not much is off limits on hot topics. We like to talk about the things that are very relevant and very real at the same time. So on this story, a federal judge in Pennsylvania ruled against a motion to dismiss a lawsuit filed by parents who alleged their children's first grade teacher violated district policy by teaching children about gender dysphoria and transgender transitioning. So basically, the judge ruled that the parents had sufficient reason to say that their constitutional rights were violated if their claims turn out to be true. The lawsuit was filed by 3 parents in June against the school district, and they're seeking a court order to stop the gender-related instruction at Jefferson Elementary School in Pittsburgh, or to allow parents to opt out of it. Now, if you guys remember, we talked, a little bit ago about a different topic and about, the difference between parents having the option to opt out of something or not. It's not sounding like this particular thing that it's an option for them to opt out, meaning if this thing goes through, all of the children in the class are going to be taught this instruction, whether the parents like it or not, is what it sounds like. So, the mothers are alleging that the teacher didn't respect their parental rights with using books on the subject and talking to their children. They said that she pushed her own agenda on the students, told the children that their parents could be wrong about their gender, and implied that the parents may be lying, and urged children to keep gender discussions secret from their parents. So this is going way above and beyond just a normal everyday lesson. So they also allege that the teacher groomed one young boy in particular to believe that he is transgender. So based on her ruling, they ruled against dismissing the parents' claims, which is a good thing. So it just basically means that this is going to move forward, and we'll have to see what happens with it. But what would you guys do if you were in these parents' shoes? Because that's a lot.
We would have a problem because you started this out by saying first graders. You
Yeah.
said first graders. We talking 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds. We talking.
Yeah.
They don't know anything about their sexuality. They don't. They supposed to be learning how to write their names on those little big fat lines with the.
Right.
Why is that a lesson in first grade? First of all, and that's a parenting obligation. That don't have anything to do with you teaching my child in school. That's not your responsibility to my child that I gave birth to. You don't get to do that.
And
Not with my
especially
child.
not at that age.
And not at 6 or 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
They're not. That's not what they're thinking about. And I don't know what children or what demographic or where they came from that's what they're thinking about or asking her questions about. Because I'm sure they were probably quite more confused when she even brought it up.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I don't even think that are they even really able to comprehend what she's even talking about at that age? You know what I'm
But
saying?
it's still long enough to even want to listen to that.
Yeah.
I think the parents are absolutely right in filing a lawsuit. There has to be this has to stop. That has to come to an end, and it needs to be. Unfortunately, everything has to be an example at some point.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? And so because I imagine that she's not the only one that's doing it or that has done it. So she's the only one that at this point it may have been brought to light. And so I believe that the lawsuit has to take place. It's got to run its course. And I definitely believe these parents are onto something.
Absolutely.
I would definitely.
I mean, even the fact that they are attempting to have children keep secrets from their parents, that is just so off limits.
You're
So
teaching them
off
to
limits.
be deceptive.
Right.
Yeah.
You're teaching them to. We tell our children, early, don't lie, don't hide things, be honest.
Right.
But then I'm
You
sending
gonna
them
talk to me
to
about
school
him, yeah.
to be taught by you, and you're teaching them to lie to me or to hide things from me. So if you're teaching them to hide things like that, what else are you teaching them to hide?
Absolutely. And we're talking
Because
about
that's the same thing as if somebody. That's the same thing as if somebody was molesting a child and saying, "Don't tell anybody."
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I was going to say, we're talking about children, that are at the age of influence. There's a certain period of time that they are most influenced by what happens to them, what's said to them, what they see, what they hear. And so, this is on so many levels. I think we touched on multiple issues with this. I mean, first of all, the age of the children, the appropriateness of the conversation, the fact that they're being told, to keep stuff from their parents, and the fact that they're trying to be swayed into, we already have enough influences in society on, TV, on these movies now. There's stuff being forced down our throats and forced on the children. And, I've expressed my concerns with this before, talking about my own kids and how, my husband and I have had to have conversations with the children that were not age appropriate. We're thinking, we have, this age, we should be talking about these things and doing things at our own pace. And now having to have conversations that are well above and beyond what, I'm talking to, my 10-year-old about 14, 15-year-old issues.
Right.
Because I think she's going to hear about them from her peers or at school or whatever first.
Right.
But these are babies. They just got to school.
Right.
She is out of order, and I'm honestly trying to figure out how she still has a job.
Yeah.
Because how are you allowed to just do something like that?
She probably has the backing of the school.
That was my next question was, is she
Yeah.
being sued
She's probably not the
Separately.
only one. Yeah.
separately from the school and the school district? Because I would be suing everybody.
Everybody.
The school board,
Absolutely.
the education system locally there, the government, I mean, everybody. Because everybody would, I would be going down the line. Just to clean
Because
up
poor
down the
children
line.
are gotta be confused.
I'm not
They have to
sure.
be
I don't know
confused.
how schooling, works, but I imagine that curriculums have to get approval.
They do. They do have to get approved.
Yeah.
So-
Even if it's private, they're usually, even if a private school is approved by a board.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I said the board would be, everybody would be sued.
Yeah, because I know at least, and I don't know if it's a thing where, how sometimes something has to occur in order for, a policy to be put in place. But I know, at least with Baltimore County Public Schools, like they let us know everything before they, for like sex ed, they let us know before it's going to happen, what's going to be discussed. We can view the materials and we can say, whether we want our child to, they go through the whole shebang.
Absolutely.
So,
I'm 51 years old, and they did that with us when we was taking sex ed. So that's why I'm like,
Wow.
who is
If I remember
their
correctly,
own agenda?
Yeah, you had to get a paper
A permission.
authorized.
Signed permission
A
slip.
signed permission slip to participate in sex ed.
Yeah. I don't know how
Yeah.
she slipped that one in.
I don't know, but
If it was my child, I would snatch him out and homeschool if I could, because that's just over the line.
or if the school is not going to do anything, first of all, they need to nip this in the bud as far as, they just, it doesn't need to be a thing. It's not, even if you want to say the material you feel like is appropriate, not for first graders.
Right.
Not for first graders, not at all. So, if that's going to be the thing and that's going to be the decision and you're going to keep that in your curriculum and allow this person to continue to be employed there, oh yes, we're either homeschooling or going somewhere else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because if that's how you guys are going to operate, I don't want no parts of that because I don't know what else you could be doing.
Right.
But that sounds like that was a personal agenda. That was not teaching about
Yeah.
the transgender whatever, and that those things. It was your parents. You might be wrong about your gender kind of thing. It was a this versus that thing.
Mhm.
That's what it sounds like, an attack of our own personal agenda thing. So I don't know what textbook she teaching from. It sounded like she might have some pamphlets that she might have been. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what that sounds like. That does not sound like a curriculum per se. That sounds
It does
like
not.
something that she might have been writing up herself to probably get approved to be a curriculum. But the way she's doing it sounds very opinionated and one-sided. It's not teaching the factuals of this is what a transgender person is per se. You know what I mean? That's not what it sounds like at all.
Yeah.
It sounds very biased.
Now,
That's not what curriculums are.
I can imagine had that been middle schoolers or high schoolers, the conversation may have come up sideways and the questions may have gotten asked. But these are first graders. I cannot believe that conversation just came out of the blue.
Of
It just
nowhere,
came out of
yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that was a planned,
Yeah.
planned lesson. It
Yeah.
wasn't something that was just, off the fly.
But we all know that teachers still have to write lesson plans. So did she write a lesson plan and put it on there? Or did she write up a lesson plan and put something fraudulent on there and then sneak that in there?
Right.
And to me, even if that was a question that came up with a first grader, that's a conversation. You take that child to the side, or you talk to their mom and say, this is the question, and how do you want me to handle it? You don't just go willy-nilly and try to teach the whole class.
The whole class. Like, okay, so now we're going to have a lesson on this, and I'm going to introduce this to all the children and have them all twisted and confused.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
then the
Let
one
me tell you
that
something. Y'all know my grandchildren, honey. They would have stopped that right then. They'd have been pulling out them cell phones. Mommy,
Look.
let
Facts. Because you know what?
That's what this teacher up here teaching.
I was about to say, I was about, for one split second, I was about to say, I wonder how this came to light. And then I realized, I'm like, had that been one of my kids, they'd have been on the phone so fast to tell me about that.
That's how it came to light. Some child told their parents. That's what happened, like, real quick. And they probably was terrified. They probably came home scared, crying, didn't know what the heck was going on. Mm-hmm. That's how that came to light. Because those kids, they see it. They playing with dolls and cars and video games.
Yeah.
And they probably said the word transgender or something. Their parents like, what?
Right.
So what?
Yeah. Listen, I'm a whole adult still trying to grasp, the concept of all of the different terminology and different things and stuff like that. So I can't imagine saying that to it. They're going to be like, what? They're not going to have any first clue of what that is, or
imagine you sitting around talking. I know what that is. What?
Right.
Absolutely. And Lisa says she would be hurt and angry. She says they're teaching to control and confuse these babies. She agrees with the lawsuit because this can't be the first time, and these people were too comfortable. And then, she piggybacks on keeping the secrets makes it easy for these kids to be abused.
Right.
So, yeah. So we don't have to follow that one. Y'all know we actually have oh no, it's not this show. I think last show we did a follow up to one of the stories. So we're gonna keep y'all posted on how this thing unfolds at a later date.
Yeah. Well, as we are still talking about schools, this next topic is not much better, y'all. Still on the topic of schools, drug-laced candy sends 4 Parkville middle school students to the hospital. This article was published back in November the 9th. And it says, in a letter sent to parents on Wednesday, school principal Michael Wiggins wrote that the candy was given by another student. There is no word yet on the condition of the 6 students. And mind you, this was back in November, okay? There's no word yet on the condition of the 6 students or what the drugs were that they ingested. Police are investigating, but it's unclear if the student responsible has been identified, and if so, whether charges would be filed. 8 months ago, the same thing happened to 6 middle school students in PA and 7 students at a middle school in Columbia a few months ago before that. The article goes on and on. So my question to you guys is, clearly this is a problem. It's happened, 4 times there that we can count? 4 times there. What are your thoughts on it? Yeah. What can people do to protect their children from this type of thing happening? Can we protect our children from this? What's your thoughts?
Yeah, you just have to keep communicating. This is not a new thing. This is stuff that they've been doing. They're just continuing to do it in different ways. They know children like candy. They're using different drugs and different substances to put into the candy to get to the children. That's all it is, to make it more appealing for them to use it, and less suspected that it's going to be something that's going to hurt or harm. So you just have to continue to tell them, don't take anything away from anybody, don't eat anything unless I give it to you, or unless it's somebody that is an adult that gives it to you. Because they've been doing this for a very long time with different kind of substances and different kind of snacks and candy.
Yeah.
They really have.
I mean, I don't really have anything else to chime in, in addition to what Erica said, because I know from, a very young age, from probably the time that, the kids were old, our kids were old enough to understand, we made it clear to them, don't take anything from anybody, and not even forward thinking something as, high level and dangerous as this, but just thinking along the lines of, you eating hard candy before it's time and choking or, whatever have you. But that's why I am very vocal with my children. I know at times my husband we used to bump heads about that, because you know how the old school, he's very old school, even though y'all know I'm a cougar, so he's much younger than I am, but he's very old school and wise in his age. And so he's more of a, I'm more of an explainer is what I'm trying to say. And so where he'll just say, don't do, I'm going to say, don't do because, and I'm going to tell you, and I feel like that's important because sometimes if you tell a child not to do something, we all know we've been young, even as adults, like you tell us not to do something, sometimes we're still going to do it. And so I feel like explaining the why is very important in situations like this, because they're just going to be thinking, oh, my friend is giving me some candy. It looks good. It smells good. I want to eat it. Now, and yet again, you're having to have a conversation that you normally, but I mean, this is the times that we're living in. This is our reality.
Absolutely.
We have to do what we have to do. And so I go that extra mile and say, the reason why I don't want you taking things is because sometimes, and you can even say it to them, because I don't believe that all the time it's intentional. Sometimes these kids are picking up stuff that their parents then left around the house, thinking it's one thing, and then taking it and offering it to people.
Yeah.
So.
My question, another question now, I wonder, is it all the children though? We're living in a crazy world. I mean, and so what's being brought into what's being introduced to them by other adults?
Well, we know that I can guarantee you that there was no child that laced that. That was an adult that laced it and gave it to the children to pass it out.
Yeah,
I really believe that. I really believe it,
really
and it is. It is sick. It is sick, and I think again, it's
why
a
would
way.
you do that to a child?
I think it's
and
a
your
way
own
to
child,
get them
because you don't know. Suppose your child would took all whatever it was and ate it all. Oh, I'm gonna keep all the candy for myself, and ate it all in some.
Yeah. Wow.
I think it's a way of getting them, introducing them to drugs. It's a way of getting them, because they say once you get your first high, you're always chasing that same feeling. And unfortunately, we're talking about, these are middle schoolers, right? Middle schoolers. You know what they like in middle school.
Yeah.
They are willing to try just about anything, unfortunately, because they're curious. And we can tell them, till the cows come home, hey, this is going to hurt you. This is not good for you. You don't have to do everything that Sally and Bob is doing. Still, to be influenced, and to, that curiosity, it still kicks in. And it's hard to say, how do we protect them? And I know that the biggest weapon that we have is communication. We have to continuously talk to our children, and we have to keep them lifted in prayer. We have to, we have to be vigilant, and we have to be visual. We have got to make sure that we're showing up. Every opportunity you get, every chance you get, go.
Yeah.
Because when they see that your parents, when they see that somebody is always in their face on your behalf, yeah,
absolutely.
Yeah.
And you have to pay attention to your kids.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Because the signs will show. You can tell when they going through something or whatever.
Right.
What is it, Erica?
Huh?
I said, what is it, Erica?
Uh-oh. You all right?
Markel is being very easily influenced right now.
Wow.
His mother has no clue.
Mm.
And I had discernment earlier this year about this, and I told his father, and I told my children, and I told my mother, and everybody said, well, what do you want us to do? And I said, well, I'll tell y'all one thing y'all can do. Y'all can sit around and y'all can wait until y'all get a bad call, or y'all can be productive. And everybody just kind of sat around. And lo and behold, I've not seen or heard from Markel since I left from there. And we took the cell phone, and everything I discerned about and worse was in that cell phone. Everything. And I know, and y'all know, because y'all seen him, born, raised, and brought up in that church, that
Yeah.
he knows better.
Yes.
That he knows better. But he wants to be around people, and he wants to fit in. So he is being easily influenced, even though I told him that you have the opportunity to show other people something different, because you don't even have to do that stuff and people still want to be around you because of what you have inside of you.
Right.
And who you are and whose you are. You don't even have to do none of that. But he is making some very bad choices that are very detrimental to him right now. That his mother, who lives with him every day, has not a clue.
We have to. We gotta pay attention to the clues. We have to pay attention to the clues, because nothing just happens overnight. It's usually a build up. It's a build up, and we can't be in denial and say it's not happening, or what am I supposed to do about it. I mean, I know that we're talking about it, but we've really got to be on top of it, especially in today's society. I say it all the time. The streets is out to steal and kill and destroy our children. It's not my words. That's
especially
God's
these
words.
young men.
Especially
These young
the
men.
young men.
Absolutely.
Especially the young men.
Wow.
Has his mother heard from him or seen him?
Oh, she sees him every day when
Okay.
she's not doing her own thing. But she is determined to eliminate me from his life. She's already eliminated Kiana, because she's put a peace order out. So now Kiana can't have no contact with him.
Wow.
Well, we are definitely adding Markel to our prayer list, because we still believe in the power of prayer, and we'll keep our eyes open. I'm not sure where they live now, but definitely
He's in Dundalk.
Okay.
But I just want y'all to be aware that you probably going to see some videos on Instagram that is going to shock your mind, because there are videos that he's in with the group of people that he's with. And yeah, I'm saying this stuff out loud because I have made some calls to agencies that are not doing anything.
Wow.
And see, we talk about stuff like this, on this show all the time.
Yeah.
So it needs to be out there, and it needs to be shouted from the mountaintops and repeated and whatever, to get somebody to pay attention and understand that it goes beyond sometimes the parents. Everybody wants to say, oh, well, what are the parents doing? And sometimes they're not doing, but sometimes they are.
Yeah.
And then we need help from, outside resources to tag in. And it's just
and then they don't always tag in. They don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, they not tagging in because
They-
I gave a whole boatload of evidence and information, and there was not a case open.
Wow.
And I hate to say, but
Mm-hmm.
it's facts.
Yes, indeed.
And the case was open to help and protect.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Not just him, but his mother and his brother.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was for. That's what it was for. So now I have to do what I have to do and uproot and come back to save my family. Because that is the only grandson I had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
He's
I
the
didn't want to make
oldest.
this about me. It just hits a nerve when y'all
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
talking
I
about the
understand.
influence.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Because these children in these schools and these influences, and that was one of the biggest things I had when I was going with these young ladies in dance ministry, because I can't tell you how many times they called me to talk
Yeah.
about the stuff that was going on with them.
Mm-hmm.
If they couldn't talk to their parents, talk the stuff they had to deal with. And his biggest thing is that he don't have nobody to talk to. So now you found some people that are supposed to be your family.
Mm. And that's what they do. They come under the guise of being your family. That
Yeah.
nobody else in your bloodline cares about you, but we care about you. And
Right.
and they have, for some reason, they are able to penetrate the surface and get into the deep of them, and they're able to cut our children off from those that are trying to help them.
And that's exactly what's happening. Because you already know we were like this.
Yes. Yes.
I don't get a phone call. I don't get a nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing at all.
I did notice a difference in him when I saw him a couple weeks ago. I
You saw
did
that?
notice the difference in him. That was
Big time.
not the
That was
Markel.
not him.
No,
No,
no.
that wasn't him.
Wow. Let me just jump in here and just not only say, look at God, because we all, everybody on this platform knows, how God operates, and that nothing happens by accident. And I'm saying that to say that I am sorry that you were triggered by this, but I'm not sorry that it came up in conversation. Because it needed to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
You may have needed to release, but we had somebody in the comments, our drummer at church, Brother Roger, actually chimed in, besides everybody else, sending their prayers and their love and thanking you for being transparent about this. He says, good evening, and he's willing to help. And I know that I can say on behalf of my husband, I know Pastor Philip in the background, you already know we family, so we got you. But my husband as well, he's, putting together in the men's ministry, this mentoring program. We you have wraparound here. So whatever it is that you need any of us to do, you just let us know. And Dundalk is
It's up the street for
from
us.
here.
Yeah.
It's right up the street.
Yeah, that's up the street for us. Yes.
So we can definitely step in and fill in the gap, and when you're not here, when you are here, whatever it is that you need, you already know we got you. We appreciate that Roger, he put his phone number in the text, so we'll make sure that we get you that. But yeah, it's hard. I know it's incredibly hard, and especially like you said, you being far away, and him, his mom really not being on it the way that you feel that she should,
And doesn't want to allow me to be on it like I normally am. Doesn't want to allow my family to be involved with him like we normally are. We've been with Markel ever since he's 2 months old.
Yeah.
We had regular visitation every other week.
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Wow.
I thank y'all. I love y'all as a family. I do. This was not meant to turn it that way. It's
That's
just that
okay.
That's
Mm-mm.
Listen,
Mm-mm. This
It
was
was meant to
supposed to
come out.
be. Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
Especially
Absolutely.
if it's gonna open the door to get some help, however, we can get the help. Yeah, it is exactly what was meant to happen. So please, and we thank you for sharing. We thank you for being transparent.
And
Um,
know that you're not the only one.
and know that you're not the
That's
only
because
one.
it's kids, these kids.
it is. It's so, and it's so sad that it's just sad that they're running around like this in these streets and not realizing the danger. One of the things I tell him every day is that, what is your goal every day? And he said to come home alive, because that's what I tell him. Your goal is to come home alive. And it's a shame that that's what I have to tell you, that that's what your goal is. But that is what it is every day.
Mm-hmm.
I asked him, Markel, do you know what fit the description is? He said, yes. In this day and age, that is what you have to ask a 14-year-old, do you know what that means? These are signs of the time. I tell him, if the police stops you, what are you supposed to do? I have to drill him and tell him, you stop, you put your hands up, you comply. You don't run with your friends because his friends run. No, you do not.
Don't
You
run.
stop, put your hands up.
Mm-hmm.
But it just tells you when I'm hearing him talk, it's telling me you're with people that are not making smart decisions. And I don't want you to make the stupid decisions with them and get hurt. Just stop and comply, and then call me. I'll deal with it when I get there.
Right.
There's nothing too hard that we can't deal with, but just stop and comply.
Yeah.
You're going to get home at the end of the day.
One of the viewers, and this is Roger again, he says, this hits home for me because I was that young man one day, and a few good brothers helped me, so I'm willing to help and give back.
Praise God.
And so, yes. Roger didn't share where he is, where he works at, but I believe that he can help. And I do know that I'm not sure what school Markel is in Dundalk, but I know that Reverend Johnson is at He's at Stricker. Is he at Stricker? Mm-hmm. He is at General John Stricker, and he has also a mentoring program. Chris Johnson, you know who I'm talking about, Erica. And so I know that we can get something going. If is there a way that we can contact, and we'll do this offline, Erica? Is there a way that we can get a contact number? Can we get are we
We'll have
able
to figure out some way to do
contact
something
him?
because he doesn't have his phone.
Okay.
So we've been trying to figure out how to contact him. The mother is not, like I said, we'll have to figure something out. I'll be in town probably next week, and I'm going to try to contact him or find him.
Okay.
Other than seeing his videos where he's doing very illegal, dangerous stuff, terrorizing the neighborhood, I don't know what's going on or how he's doing.
Okay. Come on in the room, Jesus. Do it. Yes. It takes a village. Thank you. And thank you everyone who has chimed in and who has offered their help. We really, really appreciate you. And I know that Erica, as his grandmother, appreciates you as well.
I do. I thank y'all. I was actually in the process. I'm seeking a family attorney for what it is that I can do as far as getting legal visitation.
Okay. Wow.
I wholeheartedly believe that it's already all right. Because like I said, this did not happen by accident. And so now, it's out there in the atmosphere. The door has been opened. Everybody's, willing to wrap around and help. If we got to get out there in the streets and drive around and look for him and find him, we will. So.
Absolutely.
Without a doubt.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I will. And Thomas comes up there on a regular and tries to find him even without me. So he's available. We all are. Kiana tries to, but of course, she can only go within so close to his house now. So,
Okay.
Mm. Wow.
so I thank y'all and I love y'all. I appreciate everything.
And
We love you
Yes.
too. Yeah.
Love you back.
yes, yes. So, Key, I'm not. We we can go back to these other topics another time.
Oh yeah,
Um,
yeah,
yeah, we can go back to these other topics another time. Um,
absolutely.
I don't know. That's just
Yeah.
when we see these um articles and we see these clips and we bring them to the platform and we talk about them, but it takes on a whole different it takes on a whole different magnitude when this is family.
Mm-hmm.
This is ours. This is our family that that is this in a stressful situation, and we've got to figure out how to get it done. And
Yeah.
so I'm gonna hold. Yes, Lisa, pray. I'm gonna hold everyone who said that they were going to help. I'm holding your feet to the fire on
Absolutely.
this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm holding. I'm gonna hold all of us accountable to to get some resolution,
Yes.
because I don't want to be later on down the road seeing the news saying I wish I had a did something. I wish we had a did something, that I wish there was more that we could do. And so um but
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, it could be any of us.
it could.
Because
It
these kids,
absolutely could.
you
It
know,
absolutely could.
it really could. So,
How
Yeah.
many times has it already been somebody in our church where we have said, we know him?
mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Or it was one of our
For
babies or
sure.
one of our
Yeah.
sons.
Uh-huh.
And
Or
for the truth of
daughters.
the matter, to be more transparent, my son, Markel's father, is in jail fighting to get out for something he didn't do right now. And he has been in there for almost it will be 4 years next month that he has been there for 4 years trying to get out. He has a very good relationship with Markel and can normally talk to him on a regular basis. And that is another reason why I know Markel is rebelling, because he can't see his dad. He has even told us before, when his mom would not let him see his dad, he would rebel, and we would ask, why are you acting like this? And he said, because I can't see my dad.
Mm-hmm.
She won't let me talk to my dad.
Mm.
I know that this is part of that. He is a very smart little boy. He is a very loving young man. And I know that a lot of this has to do with, I can't see my daddy. You keep taking my phone from me. You won't let me see my family, which is us. This is a lot of this is rebellion. I know a lot of this. But he is broken. He has been broken from early last year, this year, I'm sorry. And every month I've seen him, it's just gone downhill. Just like Jackie says, when I saw him, that's not the same Markel. It's not.
Wow.
It's not. And now he can't see him and talk to him. Even if he already says, I don't want the chaplain coming and telling me about my son, Mom.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm doing everything within my power to do what I have to do, because I don't want that phone call.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, and I'll talk to you offline, Jackie, I've seen some disturbing stuff that it's right there.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. So yes, Erica, we will talk offline. So we are at the top of the hour. It is 8 o'clock. We have a new segment to close our show, and we want to make sure that supporters of the show can keep up and connect with us while we are out and about in the community. We also want to show support to those we are connected to. And so we want to remind everybody for the month of December, this is the last Love the Hopeful on December the 17th at 8 a.m. At 421 Fallsway, under the bridge. And just to remind everybody that you can still give. As you know, that's going to be the last Love the Hopeful for the year. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Or Key, you're going to have to.
All right, I got it. Because in truth, action, like I already said, y'all listen. This is real life, okay?
This is real talk on Victory.
Absolutely.
So
everything.
When duty calls, you gotta go, and we understand. Mm-hmm. So yes, this is the last Love the Hopeful on December the 17th. 8 a.m. under the Fallsway Bridge. So we are still collecting, you guys. We are looking for volunteers to show up. We need donations. We need toiletries. So just I was getting there. Thank you, Mama Sugar. We can always count on Mama Sugar. She makes sure that we don't forget anything.
Hype woman. A good hype woman.
Yes, absolutely. And we need that. So yeah, just make sure that if you have anything or if you would like to volunteer, reach out to any of us and we will get you connected. Also, our annual is turning into an annual blanket drive. We are collecting 100 blankets for the homeless. Pastor Phil has reignited his mission to gather 100 blankets for the homeless or more. Praise the Lord, because last time around we were somewhere around 130, so we exceeded the initial goal. And so
158.
Y'all know, what'd you say?
158.
158. Oh wow. So, wow, it was even greater than the number that I put out there.
You better say that exact number now. You said don't say 158.
158.
Yes.
The man with the master plan behind the scenes that you can't see, but you can hear.
Like he's a wizard.
And that was doing virtual. So come on, we in the building now. We get way more than that.
Oh, we can double that. We can double that for sure. So anybody, who, if you are unable to get out and shop, if you want to Cash App the money to our Cash App, just make sure that you put blankets in the subject line. Cash App is $VLFM. And we will go out and grab the blankets on your behalf. But if you have any blankets around the house, gently used, please. No stains, no holes, okay? Because we want to make sure that we take care of people the right way. We don't want to give people scraps and leftovers and nastiness that belongs in the trash, please. So we're collecting those as well. And I think... we have our Christmas program that's going to be coming up in the month of December. Further details on that is forthcoming. And our New Year's Eve service that we are planning to have this year, and further info on that is forthcoming. So if you are tuning into Victory Talk and you don't normally catch us for our Sunday service or for Grow Bible Study, make sure that you tune in. Our website is www.vlfministriesys.org. Or you can send us a message in the inbox, and we'll be able to get you the information. Sunday services are at 9 a.m. Praise and worship is at 8:45. And I think that's about it. Did I forget anything? Anybody? I think I covered everything. So we just ask in closing that you keep Sister Erica in your prayers and her entire family, her grandson Markel, and everybody who is connected. Just make sure that you keep them in prayer, okay? And so that's all we got for right now. Anybody else got anything to say in closing?
No. You got
we good?
Okay. Oh, he said he
already. All right, y'all. So
God be the glory.
That part. Absolutely. All right, so we will catch y'all again next time, 7 p.m. Friday nights for Victory Talk. We will see y'all real soon. In the meantime, be safe, be blessed, and look out for one another. Good night.
Good night.